Your service, Ike.
Henry.
And yeah, we got the Katt Williams versus everybody. He dissing
Real
Kevin
life.
Hart, Cedric the Entertainer, Steve Harvey, R.P. Bernie Mac, because he did shout out one of the GOATs.
Most
Get that understood. You know what I mean? About Kevin Hart. Comment down below who you think might be better, Katt Williams or Kevin Hart. Let's get it.
Ooh.
In 15 years in Hollywood, no one in Hollywood has a memory of going to a sold-out Kevin Hart show, there being a line for him ever getting a standing ovation at any comedy club. He already had his deals when he got here. Have you heard of a comedian that came to LA and in his first year in LA, he had his own sitcom on network television and had his own movie called Soul Plane that he was leading? No, we've never heard of that before that person or since that person.
So you trying to say Kevin Hart is a industry plant? Man, he did have his own movie. He did start off with his own movie and stuff, you know.
Right.
And he's saying he basically.
Wait, Soul Plane was his first movie though?
No, it wasn't his first movie, but he was the leading role of that. It was a big movie too.
Right.
So I don't know.
Interesting.
What do you think a plant is? Maybe people don't understand the definitions of these words.
I love how he talks.
He just did his documentary with Chris Rock where he shows you that his whole upbringing in comedy was on the East Coast.
Yeah, it was.
So how simultaneously was he here in Los Angeles doing the same thing?
And he talking about as he coming up though, and he said most of his fan bases was on the East Coast because he from Philly.
So when he was still on the journey of becoming a comedian, he's doing regular shows.
Yeah.
Like before it's like big. Like he's just doing like comedy club shows, stuff like that.
For sure. Yeah.
And then at the same time, he's shooting Soul Plane?
Yeah. Like right after.
It didn't happen. It didn't happen. And I hate to seem like a petty individual for picking apart lies, but Jussie Smollett gonna keep lying until you say we don't believe you.
So Acorns is a.
Who is Jussie Smollett?
That's that one dude from Empire. The one that was exposed for making that thing up about getting, I think it was robbed or something, right?
Yeah, okay, yeah, he was lying.
Dang.
Like it's important in the checks and balances
Everybody
of the
catching
universe
strays.
that liars not get to make complete narratives for themselves.
Are you not afraid about being blackballed again? These are the power people.
What do you mean again?
What is this?
These people are not powerful. Satan can't create anything.
Facts.
That includes blessings for his people. That's why, you know what the number one job of somebody that sold their soul in Hollywood is?
What?
Is to act like it didn't happen. They all
That's
do the
Fight
same
Club
job.
rules.
Why do
Number
you
one
think
rule of
Gary
Fight
Owen
Club.
can't cross over and he already white and been in comedy for 25 years? If what I say ain't the case. It's a cabal. It's a consortium. They rock with who they rock with and they don't with who they don't. But I'm not scared of being the competition anymore.
I ain't gonna lie, Katt Williams been exposing stuff since he was doing stand-up.
Yeah.
He was like, I remember that one, he was saying, like, I ain't been in Hollywood for that long. I ain't been famous that long. He said most people, they excuse themselves before they start doing the drug. He said people be like, oh yeah, so we gonna do this movie with you next. They snort some coke right in front of them type shit. Then they just be sitting there like.
While they trying to give him a deal?
Yeah. Then he said he went to one of them Hollywood parties and he got the opened up them doors and he saw two dudes kissing. And he said, is that Dr. Obi? And I don't know who he said. I forgot the dude.
Dr. Obi.
Somebody. I think the dude off of that Monique show. I forgot the dude that she was always chasing. Oh, okay. But yeah, he was exposing it. He been exposing shit for since he been going crazy, you know.
You were when you lined up across from a superior team. Yeah, on paper they're a better team.
Right.
They have all the assets and resources that we don't.
Got that machine
but
behind
get
him.
on the line, boy, and see if that factors in. I guarantee you it won't.
Wow.
Because Shannon Sharpe got to be a better
That's really
person
funny.
than the other person.
He said, wow.
Absolutely.
And he always was. That doesn't change when I change teams. That remains the same. That's how a legacy is built.
So-
all of these shortcut takers, They canceled me for talking about Harvey Weinstein before the thing came out, but he offered to suck my penis in front of all my people at my agency. What am I supposed to do? He did all of that. I'm thinking I'm the only black person on the script. I get there, there's 3 other black guys on there.
Oh, no.
So you wonder what they did.
I told him no. What y'all do?
Katt Williams, man. If y'all, man, this nigga Katt Williams been telling the truth, man. I feel like he telling the truth. And only the fake gonna be, nah, he lying. I feel like the fake people, they gonna go with the other way with it. I believe Katt Williams telling the truth. You can tell by his demeanor. I feel it in my spirit that he telling the truth. What you think about what he said about Harvey Weinstein? What y'all think? What you think?
When I walk in the room, heads go down. Behind my back, I'm nothing. I'm just a regular old comedian that's bitter and jealous. But in my face, no. The king has walked in and they have to respect it only because I've not taken the shortcuts. I've not been funded. They pay you to not talk about things they don't want you to talk about. They tell you that themselves.
Paid to be a distraction.
Because Steve told you that he stopped doing stand-up because he has 7 TV shows. The only problem is when he stopped stand-up, he didn't have those 7 TV shows. He stopped stand-up because he got in a comedy battle called the Championship of Stand-Up Comedy with one Katt Williams in Detroit in front of 10,000 people and lost because Katt Williams said he was actually bald and that was a wig. And I went in and that's why he couldn't do stand-up anymore.
Wait, he had a wig on?
Yeah. They was talking about his, because they were trying to say he had the crispiest liner in the world. Come to find out.
Why can't I imagine him with hair?
You never saw Steve Harvey with the box fro?
Maybe I guess.
Way back in the day.
So that was big.
Yeah, that was fake. Yeah.
Another story.
That is so
big. You didn't want to be a movie star.
Damn, he been hating on Bernie for a minute. Steve Harvey.
I'm glad.
Faison's never done his own tour in 30 years.
Oh yeah, Cedric was still in jokes,
But
man.
it came out in 2000, so I just want to make sure.
Okay, no. What comes out in 2000?
The original Kings of Comedy.
Right. I'm on BET's Comic View, and they're using this as the commercial in 1998. Okay. That's why I'm saying, yeah. So if I said the dates wrong, let's
go ahead and clear that up.
Okay.
You said,
I
had Cedric on here, and I asked him about the joke stealing, and he said the timeline doesn't add up.
Correct.
To that point, you say.
Right. So he thought that I was just a no-name comedian and that he could take this joke and nobody would know.
Right.
The issue was that I had already done this particular joke on BET's Comic View twice.
Right.
It had done so well on BET's Comic View that they had made it part of the commercial. So part of the commercial of make sure you tune in to BET was you seeing me doing this joke.
Right.
And
so
this
he thought
joke
nobody was
is one
going
of
to see
those
that.
jokes in comedy where you set it up and it takes a little longer to set it up, takes about 3 minutes, but then you're just hitting them with jokes after that because you don't have to set it up.
Right.
Mark Curry had already helped me work on this joke because I thought it was good because I was getting a standing ovation on it. He had me go back in the lab to help me craft it to be an even more powerful joke. So this is not just a random joke. This is my very best joke, and it's my last joke, and it's my closing joke.
Okay.
1998, I'm doing this joke. It's on Comic View. Cedric comes to the Comedy Store. He watches me in the audience. He comes backstage. He tells me what a great job I did and how much he loves the joke. 2 years later, he's doing that as his last joke on the Kings of Comedy. And he's doing it verbatim.
That's one of his most memorable jokes too. Not Katt Williams, but I'm talking about Cedric the Entertainer. The joke that he stole from Katt. He used that in the Kings of Comedy. And that's one of the.
You remember the joke?
Yeah, it's like he was talking about how he was driving the car. That's what he was saying. That he act like he got out the car and pushed it. Cedric took that and made the car a spaceship. Pretty much, some shit like that, and he was supposed to be driving the space. And I ain't gonna lie, Cedric had a better song, but you got a production behind him. Katt Williams, I feel like if his beat was a little bit better.
Yeah, it's
people-
kind of like he'd be the rough draft, and then they can perfect whatever it is.
Exactly. And people were saying, "Oh, well, Cedric, he executed it," but it's like, nigga, you better execute that shit.
And
if you stealing it, you better.
2 years later,
you better do it better if you stealing some shit. Like, what the hell? You can't just do it worse. So yeah,
That's facts. Yeah.
but
Damn.
my car into a spaceship. Him and Steve had already apologized for me, so I gave him a pass for a decade. Why would you sit here and be like, I saw Katt 30 times, and Katt didn't do as I stand before you, Shannon. I would have bust Cedric's stomach. There was nothing that would have kept me from one of these in that patch right there. Like, are you kidding me? Why would you downplay me like that? Why did I give you a pass if you were just gonna lie? And so that's what I'm saying. Like, they're all a group. Cedric, Steve, Rickey, they've been a group. Everybody knows that. They've been aligned. And there are these alliances in comedy. And if you stand against them, then they sometimes have a problem. But we don't
comedy.
let that
I believe
change
it's
the
in the
content,
music
because
industry.
that's all you know me for. Is that
I think it
quite
might be in the
likely to tell the whole
YouTube
truth
industry
and
too.
nothing
You
but the
never
truth,
know.
so help me God. That's what these comics understand, is that I'm not doing nothing for clout. I don't even recognize clout. But eventually the Lord is going to let me and you be in one hallway. A lot of these dudes go... Kevin Hart done went 25 years without ever being in the same building with me at the same time. If I go in the building, he walk out. You've never seen us in the same building ever in 25 years.
And some people will mark
Like,
this up that they
it's
feel
like
like Katt Williams
Why?
is hating.
Why?
They feel like Katt Williams just hating on them. People that's fans. But it's like, bro, after y'all done been stealing from a person, then y'all trying to blackball niggas. After a while, somebody that person gonna have to say something, you know?
Right.
Yes.
Because I'm really the product. It's not what you think. I am never under the influence of anything. I'm always in my right mind. I'm always a physical specimen. And when you see me, I'm much, much bigger than you had thought. I have far less play in me than you would like. And I'm relentless. I'm out there. I'm still, to this day, I play 11 games of basketball with a 20-year-old. The record is 92-6. This is just in the yard, just to the rack, just because.
You work out, Katt? I mean, you work out, Katt?
Not to the gym.
You don't work out the gym? You push-ups, sit-ups?
My whole life it was just push-ups and sit-ups only. I would do like 100 push-ups a day. Just
I thought you were going to say 1,000.
no. Because this is literally every day.
Right.
This is not for a 5-year period. Every single movie that Kevin Hart did was a movie that had been on my desk. That all I had said was, just can we take some of this step and fetch it shit out? And then I can do it. Like, it don't need to be overtly homosexual, because I'm not homosexual, right? It doesn't need that to be funny, right?
Mm-hmm.
And me saying that and them going, oh yeah, no problem. And then going to give it to this other guy and having him do it just like it was. And acting like I'm a bad person.
Didn't Kevin Hart kiss The Rock in one of the movies?
But,
I saw a screenshot of it. I ain't watched the movie. But
it's interesting, but I wouldn't change
don't
it
know.
for the world. Like,
comment down below. I don't know. I think I know Kevin Hart did put on the dress after saying he wouldn't put on the dress.
Will there ever be another Comic View Def Comedy Jam? Could that, in today, in 24, 25, 26, could we see that again?
They've already announced it. It's already going. You didn't know?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, Kevin Hart purchased it, so he's now doing Comic View. That happened at the same time that they gave DC Young Fly Hollywood Squares. Yeah, because they tell you that there's no gatekeepers, but we keep seeing the same people open the gate.
Oh.
Didn't Kevin open the gate and let Tiffany in? Ain't he now opening it up for... Don't such and such open the gate? What do you mean ain't no gatekeepers? There's 100 gates out here.
Exposing.
Everyone I've seen got a keeper.
Would you have wanted to do Comic View or Def Comedy Jam? Would you have wanted to be?
I think we just mentioned I did them both.
No, I'm saying he purchased the rights and refranchise it?
Nope. They didn't offer it to me anyway. Like, Comic View did a couple of disservices to comedy as well. Mm-hmm. So there were people like me that were out there getting 2 and 3 standing ovations in one set. And that wasn't good for television. So what they did was they started making everybody get a standing ovation. So they would tell them,
that's like everybody
get off stage, everybody get up and cheer. And so now the fact that I'm the only one out there going to get standing ovations is now making people think everybody get a standing ovation.
That's like giving everybody a
trophy.
Participation trophies.
Why that couldn't go anymore? Because remember, Rickey Smiley sat right here and told you a story about how he performed with Mike Epps and Katt Williams when he did Comic View, and to let him tell it, he was funnier than both. My man lived down. You're talking about the special needs. That's good.
That's a different time.
That's some clever material.
That was a different time, Kat.
No, it wasn't. It was the time I was there.
But I'm saying
that time, this time, same times.
No, but I'm saying
just like people that tell you the Egyptians, they're not black. Egypt is in Africa, folks. As long as Egypt is in Africa, then Egyptians are African.
Do you
Katt Williams, y'all gotta look, man. I ain't gonna lie. His most recent stand-up, he has been exposing so much stuff, bro. Talking about the cross, and the cross was actually a compass. I don't know. He getting deep.
I gotta listen
to
him.
Deep, man. Check him out.
Wouldn't be able to tell those jokes in 2024 that they told in the 70s and the 80s.
So they wouldn't have told them.
But that's my point.
They're not inferior people.
No.
If they were in this time, they would be going according to our time. Just like then, we were going according to that. Like, that's how it is in the world. There are words that we can use for a while. And we use them for a while until somebody says that ain't a good word. We should stop saying it.
Correct.
That don't make people feel good. And we stop saying the word. And we move on to another word. You can't say the R word. You can certainly say special needs.
Yeah.
You can certainly say spectrum. There are things that you can say to get your point that don't have to hurt people.
Right.
But you would know that if what you did was construct the English language for a living, then you would understand that part. Kevin told you he wasn't going to wear no dress until they offered him the dress, and then he put it on. And what did he say after he wore it? I made my own decision. Duh. But you didn't make it before they brought it up, did you?
I think it's a clip that Shaq did hump him too. He humped Kevin Hart from the back.
The biggest tube. The smallest.
That's and think about who wrote that or who was like, yeah, that'd be good. You go ahead and do that. And somebody probably just sitting back laughing.
Yeah.
Some sicko just sitting back, yeah, I wrote that. You saw what I made him do.
Ooh. Alright.
Ain't gonna get me. Hey, right? I get up there, they ain't getting me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They ain't getting me. That's over with. I'm on the side of God, man. But hey, comment down below what y'all think. Comment down below.
Yeah.
Who you think better? You know, are you riding with Katt Williams, or you think he just hating, or you think y'all riding with Kevin Hart and y'all just feel like what Kevin Hart said in the past is that Katt Williams on drugs and he ain't show up to, you know, the movie script, the movie studios and stuff like that. I don't know.
Wait, or do you think he's telling the truth?
Or do you think he's telling the truth?
Yeah.
Me personally, I think he's telling the truth, and I'm standing on that. I ain't gonna lie. It's a lot of stuff getting exposed, man. The list did come out. People that know about the list, y'all know what I'm talking about. But hey,
Oh, yeah.
you know, comment down below if you want us to react to a little bit more of this interview. Let's get it. Cheers.